softness still. Yeah, just a little. Oh, you did? Cool, cool. I don't see the link yet. Let's try it again. Oh, there it is. Let me. Okay, the link's up. Let's post the link on our stories. Do you want me to send you the? Do you want me to send you this? The
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for securing our border.
Okay, so this is what I do. Right there. Let's put live now. Let's post it up. I sent you the picture if you want to do it like that.
Yeah, I just got the picture right now.
So look, you know the show X-Men, right? Remember the series? Yeah. So the dude that talks for Bishop, he's gonna come on the show. He just literally confirmed with me right now. So I'm gonna post it on the thing.
So cool.
He just confirmed.
Hello, hello. Nope.
Oh shit.
Check.
Mic test. Mic test. Mic check. No, nothing yet.
Nope. Did you send me the link too or no? You just tagged me.
Oh no, I'll send you the link though. I actually still have it on my thing.
You hear them?
You do? You can hear us?
Test.
We can't.
You don't hear it?
We don't hear nothing. None of us. Do you?
No, I can hear it on my laptop, but we can't hear it on the thingies.
Headphones are good.
So we're
Like,
live
I
on
heard
the-
something. We just did that.
Just plug it that I just pulled right now. Check.
Okay, I just sent you the link too.
All right.
An ad's already popped up right when I clicked it.
Oh, dope.
The ads are up.
Yeah, this one's good.
Fully monetized.
Hello,
now
hello.
on YouTube.
If that one, yours don't work, switch with that one.
Dope, huh?
That one's a...
So, dude, if we were monetized for a little bit and then it cut us off because they wanted us to do another step.
Hello, hello.
And so I
hello.
couldn't figure it
Hello.
out. He
Oh,
figured
yeah.
it out. Now we're monetized
What
again.
was the step that you was missing?
There's just another step. That's just what YouTube does. They try to make it so you don't get paid. You know what I mean? Try to make things hard now.
Okay.
So the ad popped up right
Since
away.
we're still
It's still,
bullshitting-
yeah, it's more going up, huh?
Since we're still kind of bullshitting, can I go live on?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm posting this
We got
right
people
now.
watching already too.
Really?
Yeah.
They're watching me right now.
Yeah. Well, they can't see us, but they're waiting for us.
Check. Test. I still can't hear.
This one.
You heard me?
No, I couldn't hear you. Mic check. Nothing.
I can hear myself.
You can? Okay.
Oh, you can?
I can.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me, though?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me, though?
I can hear you.
No, I can't hear anything either.
It's probably your headphones. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can hear you on
I'm having
on
a
your
silent
mic.
party right now.
Yeah, me too. I don't hear nothing either.
Must have, like, came apart
Let's
when the guy
beatbox.
was getting stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably stepped on something.
That fool was like just like a madman through here.
This one's good.
Maybe we can get those all the way down to. $41.4K subscribers. That means we're up 1.
Check.
K.
Yeah. We are good.
We're on it.
Tables
Posting
posted.
yards, too.
That's a lot of Ks.
There you go. Sit here now?
Mic check. No, I need mine too. Out of everything.
I can hear you now.
You want
You
these?
can? No, that's cool. Just let him.
You gotta figure out which one came.
I know. It's like, how did it come apart too?
What did you do? I just put one together.
I can pull mine so you can kind of see where it's at. Look at. Glad we don't have more people right now because it would have been pain trying to.
I'm not being nosy.
The people keep jumping on too. Got people watching on Rumble too already. Like people, we got fans now. People are just been tuning in. I like that.
On Rumble, how many people are watching?
12.
What's up, Rumble?
They can't hear us though right now. All they see is live stream will begin shortly, soon.
I gotta go pick up my other camera at the shop this week. I think it's ready.
Oh, really?
Shit was like $500 some bucks to fix. Insane.
Damn, that's a lot.
The motherboard and to the HDMI was fried.
Damn.
It happened when I was shooting for Blueface. When that shit happened a long time ago at Sevilla's. When
Uh-huh.
that shooting happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but that's what did it.
Damn.
No, nothing on yours?
Mm-mm.
He didn't test it.
Mic check. Mic check. You guys can both hear good though, right?
Yeah.
You guys can hear?
Yeah, I can hear. Your mic is working for sure.
Maybe we could just go and then
It just
I'll
wasn't meant for you to hear anything.
If you guys don't hear anything, then
Doesn't make any sense though.
You want to give me one of those? Maybe I can hand him one of these.
It work.
Does that one work?
This one's like, this one might work a bit. It's low.
Hello, hello, hello. It does kind of work.
Let me see if I can reach that one.
It might be a little better.
Hello.
Try to give me
Hello,
some
hello.
slack.
Yeah, this one works better.
See if you can give me some slack on it. Should have a lot of slack.
That's so random.
Mic check. All right, let's just go then. Look, give me a little more slack. Just a little more.
Did I pull too hard?
Something came
Mic
out.
check. Oh, dang. Yeah, it's off now.
Said, did I pull too hard?
Mic check. No, I don't hear anything.
Stop
Oh, there it
it.
goes. There it goes. We're good. We're good.
One of my ears works. That'll work.
thought you
That'll
gotta-
suffice.
Yeah, I just got to make sure because then if I see anything wrong or anything, I can always, like,
Yeah.
Okay, let's go live then so we can get on the
We are
stream. People are
rolling.
waiting for us.
Anticipation. Oh, shit, it's not tight. There we go. Yeah.
Mel will be here soon, though, so you might. I don't know if you want to keep that one up. If not, don't worry about it. Let's just go live right now.
Make sure my phones are off.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I don't want to shit ringing.
Yeah, nah. And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Rumble, and that's Kick. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. Be right back. I don't like that. It's all like, it shows the ground a lot too much.
Zoom in. Oh, those prime lenses.
Hold on. I don't know. We'll see right now. We're on. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas. You're up.
What up, y'all? I'm Ambition.
Hey, everyone. It's Cat Baby.
So today we're just kind of having just basically bullshitting. We're trying to just live stream right now. We're gonna probably live stream until like maybe 6:30, until the guest we have that comes on at 7. So we're just gonna try to kind of get into some things. But hold on, we had some technical difficulties earlier, guys. So the camera angle we got right now, can we switch that one up? Yeah, because it shows the floor a little too much and all that. Yeah, that's better. I like that one better. So we're gonna kind of take this time to get into who we are, like a little bit more. I know you guys we have a lot of guests. We don't really talk about who we are. Ambition's been on the show probably like 5-6 times, already.
Sir.
So we're gonna get into that a little bit of who he is, who Cat Baby is, and more about me. And then when Mel gets here, we'll even kind of go into that. But so we'll go with you, Ambition. Tell a little bit about who you are and like what's cracking with you lately, man.
Man, I'm an entrepreneur, man. I'm a businessman. What do I got going on right now? I got my barber shop in downtown Riverside. Of course, I'm a DJ. I do events. So we got a
Move it like this. It won't fall.
we got a karaoke day party coming up on this coming Sunday.
Okay.
We have that coming up this coming Sunday.
Karaoke's fun.
Yes, it's pretty dope. It's a different aspect of karaoke. We put a little twist on it. It's a lot of fun.
How so? Tell me about it.
So everybody uses the traditional karaoke. You got the off-brand songs and ding, 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 all the shit like that. But we got the original songs that we play for everybody who wants to sing. We don't use no teleprompters, no screens. You make it fun. You got to know your lyrics. You can use your phone if you want to. We play the original songs. If you don't want the lyrics, we drop the lyrics out of the song. We do prizes, giveaways, so a lot of things like that. Like I said, we just make it fun.
That's cool.
It's not your typical karaoke day.
So it's not like the boomboxy sounding
Nah.
karaoke. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
an
kinda
actual
whack.
karaoke day party.
Okay, cool.
So it's an
That's
actual karaoke day party.
And
that
when
we
is
do.
it? Did you say?
This Sunday, May 18th.
Oh, cool.
So we're doing that this
Is Howls
Sunday.
over Baaz invited?
Howls over Baaz has been invited. They got the
What-
special invite
Dude, what day is it on? What's the date?
this Sunday.
It's
This-
a Sunday.
this
The
Sunday?
18th. Yes, this Sunday.
Oh man, it's
From
always
what
when I
time
got
to
my
what time?
kids. Oh,
From 3 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. Where is it at again?
Epic Event Center in the city of Rancho.
Maybe I can roll by anyways but I got my kids. Last time I actually had my kids, I actually pulled up with my kids.
You did. You did.
See,
I was just gonna say, as long as they don't drink. I mean,
No, we drink.
No, I'm talking about the kids. As long as the
drink.
kids don't drink.
they're
we're
designated drivers. My son, he's 15, but he's gonna have to make it happen.
to that
I'm
age.
just
And then
fine. Or Uber. You can
And
always
then
Uber.
next weekend, the 24th, I have my R&B night at Prohibition. So we do that once a month as well. So I just rotate my events once
the
a
one in
month.
Riverside.
Yeah,
Oh,
Prohibition
damn,
Riverside.
That's dope. I like that spot too.
So we have it's an R&B night where we play 95% R&B because you hear a lot of people that do R&B nights and it's not an
Yeah.
R&B night. You get there
everybody's humping
and
each
you
other.
got
right
Chief
now,
Keef playing and
No,
you got
that is
everything else.
R&B is humping, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
say they're humping each other. Yeah. They're like,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. Me, I'm a young businessman. I'm out here trying to make a few things happen, trying to, just set it in stone for myself, man. That's really it.
Yeah, and see, I've actually known him. So I know I was 23 because I that's when I was working at this certain spot. So it's been a long ass time, man.
Yeah, it's been
like
a long
20
time.
years. I've known this guy. Motherfucker, that was a good one though.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. We're telling our age right now. It's been a
Yeah, I
minute.
know. It's crazy. So he's been on the show a few times, and I brought him on. I don't know. I'm sure. I'm not going to get into details, but I'm sure you can see that we're making some changes. A lot of changes. There's a lot of good things going on. We have a few brand deals that we're working on right now. One I already told you guys before. One we basically closed. It's just I'm waiting on the contract. I don't want to give you guys information of what's going on fully yet because I don't like saying things that to the public or whatever that is not fully done. Like until that paperwork is signed, then I'm gonna go ahead and tell you exactly who we're gonna be dealing with, things like that. But it's dope shit, dude. I want to talk to you about it later, but it's dope shit. And then I got a couple of other brands that we've been talking to. Me and Kat went to an event, and we got a few tequila brands that we're gonna be talking to right now, and I'm waiting on some emails from them. But brand deals are coming, man. It's you're gonna see a whole nother change. We're putting a lot of work and money into the set here, the cameras, the mics, everything, man. And of course, I'm bringing on Ambition today to help out. I want to see. I mean, shit. We're on the podcast. Fuck it. But I'm asking you, like right here, if you want to come out once in a while and start co-hosting with us.
I'm all for helping
Not
out,
on the
man.
spot.
Yeah,
I'm all for helping out, man. I mean, at that point, I gotta wait to get off camera to say no if I want to say no.
Hey, that's why I said it on camera. I just
No, I'm good with help. I mean, because I have my own podcast
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And we run our
Black Cup.
podcast. Yeah, Black Cup TV. So that's something else. So we got Black Cup TV. We got Black Cup Therapy. And we got Black Cup Management. We're managing the actual artist who's on The Voice right now, season 27 of The Voice, Kobe
You said
Cordell.
Black Cup.
Yes.
yeah.
So Black Cup Management, we have our artist Kobe Cordell, who's on this season of The Voice. Last night was the first round of Lies, and he did amazing. Like,
That's dope.
Amazing. So, if y'all able to, y'all log on to NBC The Voice and go vote for Kobe Cordell if y'all can.
Oh, the
But yeah.
voice.
See, so yeah, that's why I wanted to bring him on because he's an entrepreneur. So when we have entrepreneurship segments, I think it'd be great to bring another fellow entrepreneur on to interview with him. And you're into the music, dude. See, so I think it'd be dope to bring you on when we have some music segments going on too. So you're gonna see, different people coming through here, and Ambition. I think it'd be great, So we'll just hit each other randomly, like, "Hey, man, I got a music segment coming up. You want to do the pod?" Things like that. You know what I mean?
With it. I'm definitely with it.
I
It's
appreciate
some
that.
changes in my life too, man. So
Yeah. So
with these
you want to
changes
talk about that a little
nope.
bit?
Nope.
No, right? You don't
I
want
mean,
to jinx it.
I kind of want to, but I kind of don't want to because the changes that have been happening are some changes that it can make a man or a woman go one way or the other. It can be a healthy change. It can be a negative change. And the way that it happened wasn't the best, but it might be the best thing to happen if that makes sense.
So the thing is, from experience, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of up to us if we make it a healthy change or not. And I think that that as a business owner, a father, we have to make those choices that are the healthiest for us, because our choices not only affect us, it affects so many things: our kids,
Everything
our
around us,
business,
everything.
the people that work for us, their lives, all that kind of shit.
And there's some changes that you begin to have. You should really keep some of those changes private until it's time to put it out there, and I was kind of, I don't want to say forced because I still could have, kept my seat.
Yeah.
But things were being put out there in a certain light, so I just happened to just speak on it briefly, real in a positive aspect. But I didn't even really want to do that. But because of how things were being done, I just chose to speak and back away quietly.
Okay.
So as a man, you gotta pick your battles wisely.
Yeah.
Every battle shouldn't be a fight.
Yeah, exactly, man. So we're gonna get into Cat Baby over here.
Why me? What I do?
So I know you guys been seeing her around here. You see her on the flyers now. Let me get a little slack on this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Get the flyers around here. So she's been help guest co-hosting, and she's gonna keep coming on. You're gonna see a lot more of her. She's killing it. She's doing really well. We're doing a lot of networking together. We're talking to brands. She's hitting up guests to come on the show. She has a pretty good network, and honestly, like she has good charisma to do this. Like she's going after people, like really trying to bring people on. She got good charisma, right?
So a lot of you probably have seen me or in your inbox because that is kind of what I'm doing now in the background of Howls over Baaz. You'll see me trying to find the talent, the right talent to bring on to the show, and reaching out for like sponsorships and stuff like that. So doing a lot more of the background stuff. But also you get to see my face, because yay.
Yeah.
She said, "Cause yay."
She was on a couple DNRs and a few, like two or three of them, right? Two?
Yeah, like 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
They're actually my fave. I love the DNRs.
Yeah, so we had her on a couple DNRs and
I don't think I made one of those yet. Have I been
no,
on DNR
no,
yet?
we're gonna get you on because now I'm gonna start switching dudes out. Like you, there's a few guys I'll switch out. Whoever wants to jump on a DNR, and I think it's about time now. You know what I'm saying? With the situation going on,
It's about
with the
time.
situation going on, like hey, you could jump on, man. We've had the most we've had like dudes on a DNR is 3, and it was my other 2 co-hosts. But it's like might as well just jump on one of them that's coming up. We have a few 2 of them. We're gonna do 2 back to back, so we can put you on one of them. Yeah,
All right,
and
I'm
go
with
from
it.
there. Yeah, man, it'll be
I know
fun.
what's up with all the dudes wanting to come on to the DNRs. DNRs are dating and relationship segments. It's just, what is it with you guys?
I mean, I think a lot of people desire to be in relationships. I mean, whether you're dating or whether you want to get married, you want to be in something at some
Yeah.
point.
Well, even the Bible says a man's not meant to be alone. So I mean, you gotta have a lot or one. It's not meant to be alone.
A lot or one. Vice versa. I feel like with women, I think that a lot of us run like
A lot of women are serial daters.
a lot of yeah. No, I consider myself a serial dater, being that it's hard for me to be single, because that's what I was gonna get at. I was gonna say that a lot of us women turn to social media
For
a
validation.
form of validation. Because as I get to know myself, as I get older, the more I get to know myself, there are love languages. My love languages involve a lot of reassurance. So I need reassurance.
So does that come from low self-esteem? Does that come from something you didn't
Absolutely.
necessarily get?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think, yeah, because I think like the inner core of me does have self-esteem issues, but like this like person that I am, I know like, dude, I'm not.
Have you
Right.
got to the root of why you might have low self-esteem?
Yeah,
You know what it is?
yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm working on it. I'm not gonna tell you.
Now, see, I wasn't gonna ask that. Because that's some deep work that people got to do sometimes.
I'm not gonna tell you, Jacob. Oh, did they just take a picture? I'm gonna come out like this. No, yeah. So
Keep going. Hey, John. I wanna fix this camera angle. We might as well do it where we're live right now. Yeah,
is that kind of what happened with you too? Like some shit shed,
this one I don't like. Yeah.
Wait, some what?
some shit shed.
I mean, I guess yeah, you can say that. Yeah, yep,
You might as well do it while we're live. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
While we're all going.
Dude, so with me, I think it goes deeper than that. Being that we are in this type of setting, and my type of work now requires me to be in a situation where I'm around different kinds of people, and in different types of scenarios at different times, right? So I feel like the right person for me would have to be okay with that, and that's the issue that comes along, And I think in a lot of the times, Jacob tries to set up these DNRs because he thinks that the only people that really have a problem with getting a relationship in the public eye are like OnlyFans girls and strippers. But no, there's a lot of us that our, not to bring you guys up in the mix, but our production team is a married couple. They work together, and I think like had they not worked together, they would probably relate to the rest of us who have issues finding someone because we are in the field that we're in. You know what I mean?
It is hard for almost any. For instance, I am in the entertainment industry. That's the field that I work in. I'm around a lot of individuals, and I've come to realize that if you have someone who's in a completely different field that has no knowledge of the type of work that's put into what you're doing, there's gonna be conflict. There's gonna be issues. There's gonna be some type of a compromise, and everybody's not willing to compromise all the time, no matter who it is on either side. So there's that imbalance you have to try to figure out how to get through sometimes, because it's hard to be like, hey, this is what I do. I'm around women all day long, or I'm around men all day long, and they may not necessarily agree with that because their life is completely opposite.
And you know, it's crazy that recently I was presented with that type of scenario where they were like, well, what if it was me? And then I kind of stopped and thought, well, I would be bothered, but that's not your work field. That's not what you do. So if you were to do that, that just means you're being petty. You're trying to stick one back. You try to get back at me type of thing. Makes things a little different. However, if that's the scenario, for example, if that's just something that's just, you get with someone, you know what they do, you're cool with that type of thing, you know? It's always that. And then it's always not a problem until it's a problem, right?
That's 98.9% of the time.
Yeah, by then you're already invested. You're in the public eye, so you already done probably posted, motherfucker. Now you're just like, damn. Like,
I mean,
fuck.
life happens. I mean, I think you have to be okay with not being afraid to start over sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that's people's biggest fear, is having to start over. You've invested time, you've done a lot of different things, and then all of a sudden you have to start over. And I think that's why a lot of people stay in certain spaces sometimes, because you don't want to have to start over, because starting over requires having to reset.
Yep.
It requires having to do new things. It requires a lot, learning somebody new. It requires all those different things, and no one wants to do that.
And that's actually the part that sucks, is the getting to know someone.
Because you get comfortable with everything about this individual, and now you all of a sudden got to start over and try to get comfortable with somebody else. What if you don't like the way they chew? What if you don't like the way they laugh? It's so much that you have to let go of and try to unlearn and relearn someone else. And
that's crazy though. But like me, I think the divorce and all that shit that happened with me, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like,
no, you
like,
get to that point.
Yeah, I'm to the point where it's like, when people are like worried, like I gotta relearn this person or whatever. But you're kind of me personally. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, like I'm so numb to life now. Like it's hard to explain.
Same.
Like to the point where it's like my businesses, my kids. I look at it like this, right? Because so much has gone on in my life. Right now, God's number one to me. I'm trying to focus on that really hard. Like really trying to focus on that. I even put myself in a position where I'm helping at the church now, just so I make sure I'm there, listening and getting fed, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then my kids, right? Because I can't be. I want to be. I feel like I'm a pretty good father, right? But I want to be better. I want to be a better father to them. So I'm pouring into them every chance I get. And my businesses, I'm putting mad work and everything into my businesses, trying to make sure they just fucking beast mode, dude. So that's what I'm working on right now. I feel like everything else will come when it needs to come.
But do you feel like that you can be at a point where you're over pouring into what you're pouring into?
You know what?
And I'm not speaking about the kids. I'm talking about everything else around the kids.
Not really, just because I'm having fun doing it. Like I think if you do it, like I'm gonna be honest right now, I think doing it through God, it's like you're like strong in doing it. Like it feels good. Like if when people come in your lives, you're like, if it doesn't work out, no sweat. Like if it works out, cool. If it doesn't work out, no sweat. Like what's meant to be is meant to be. Yeah, you could be the one to destroy it by doing stupid things, or they're doing stupid things, whatever the case is. But I've came to a point, dude. I swear, it's like I've never been like this in my life. This is like the first time where I literally I'm not overthinking anything anymore. I just want to build my businesses up. I want to build empires, and I want to build them up to a whole nother level.
How's your time management with that?
It's good, actually, really good. I have a lot of time for it because I only have my kids 50% of the time. So the 50% I have them, I'm just boom.
So what about self-care? Outside of you having the kids and you doing your business, what about your self-care?
Basically just doing what I want, really. Like I
only ask because all those things are really important when you're trying to build, and I'm learning more, but when you're trying to build your brand and you're trying to build your business, you're doing everything you have to do, and you're focused on it, and even though you have God in the realm of it and it's going in a positive direction, when you taking that time for you, that time to unwind, take a drive, whatever it is that you have to do for you.
You know what's crazy is it's God. Like I unwind. I feel good right now. Like I don't feel like I need to do anything specific anymore. I feel like I feel comfortable with my businesses. Even when the businesses were doing bad, I was like, it's gonna fucking work. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. like when my business was like doing bad, I almost lost this whole place, dude.
Yeah,
Just
remember you telling
recently.
me.
So I'm like, and my dad was freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. And I'm just like, it's gonna work out. I'm not tripping. They're gonna have to literally pry me out of this motherfucker to get rid of me here. Like there's nothing. I'm not gonna leave, dude. Like I already had ways of doing things where I'm like, they're gonna have to. I'll be here for a year for free if I have to. Like I'm already like, there's ways of handling things. There's ways of doing things. And I know all these loopholes, and I'm figuring them out. And it's like, okay, I have a backup for a backup for a backup. But I used to still freak out on the backups. Something happened to me. Like, you ever seen that movie, dude? The movie where this dude got hypnotized, and it's like it snapped, and Office Space. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
I almost feel like I went through that shit. Like I just like I got it. It doesn't really matter what happens. Like everybody's like wants to freak out and all this stuff. And I'm like, hey, I got this, dude. Like I really feel comfortable. I'll be honest with you. I will feel comfortable because I know God has me. And I'm not just saying that because I think God has me. No, I'm actually putting in the work to see. Like I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. But you got to read. You got to be in the Word. So that's what I'm doing right now. And that's comforting me.
But outside of that, what else are you doing? Are you going to get manicures, pedicures? You going to the movies by yourself? Are you reading books? Like what else?
Yeah.
Is it that
I'm reading the Bible. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading the Bible, and I'm like, all right, like he's speaking to me, dude. We can do so much. Like I go. I'm starting to box and train again a little, and I'm like, but my thing is the only thing that's really comforting me now is the Word.
Is the Word. Okay.
And I'm like, dude, and I feel like I can walk through anything, any fire, and not be phased. It's a trip.
I didn't want to take that trip.
Dude, me
I'm
either.
good on the fires.
But dude, we had a fire here. Everybody was stressed out of their mind. My pops was like freaking out. And I was like, and he's like, how are you so calm? I don't understand. I go, dude, it's gonna
I get that because certain situations, there's nothing you can do to change it. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So why am I gonna panic over something I really cannot control?
But that's not even it, dude. I would have panicked. I would have been the same way. I would have been freaking out, not sleeping, all kinds of. I was sleeping like a baby. I was like, I don't care. Like I'm good. Like they're gonna have to pry this away from me. Like it's almost like that movie Office Space. It's like something snapped in me, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. And I'm seeing like all the stuff and all these people that are drowning in so much of their problems. Dude, I don't feel like I got problems right now. I'm like, dude, I do have problems though, but I'm handling them differently. That's the difference. I have major fucking problems, dude, with my business and stuff. I still have a huge
I can tell by how you looking at
taxes,
me right now.
dude, taxes, all that. Oh, dude, I got major problems right now, and I'm like, they'll get handled.
It's gonna get handled for sure.
Yeah, like I'm like, it's gonna get handled. And I know it's hard because you're a business owner, so you're like, how are you doing this? Because I've been here 10 years, and I've never felt like this. The last few months is the only time this has ever happened to me. And I'm like, I'm good.
You have to be, man. You really have to be. I mean, because the moment you really start to panic in certain situations, everything is just, you can lose it all that quick.
Well, even relationships, like I was talking about, I got in a few relationships here, right, during this time. And I was,
since you've been working here.
Yes, since I've had this podcast or whatever, like the last 2 years, I got in a couple of them. And I was just like, and
You
as
said a few.
yeah, but as soon as like
Podcast be here for how many years?
two, right? So as soon as like some like thing I didn't like, I was just like, all right, you gotta roll. Like it was, I didn't feel nothing about it.
I want to be like you.
But I don't know
When I
why.
grow up.
But I'm saying is it's been like the last 2 years. Like, but I've only started feeling like this, like even more different. But it's like arguments. I'm not gonna deal with arguments no more. Like you're gonna argue with me, like I'm not dealing with it. So when it comes to relationships, like especially if it is so unnecessary, like you know what? I'll have a debate with you. Cool. Like let's talk then. I'm gonna like let's be real about it. But if they're arguing about nothing and it's like just it's pathetic, like dude, just leave me alone.
But there's a
You can't shit where you eat too, Jacob. You have to like date outside of the pod because
no, but I was. I'm not saying it was because of the pod. I was just dating during the time.
But you got to find a balance in that statement
That's
you made.
yeah.
Because you said that I'm not going to arbor something so little because what might be little to you might not be minute to them.
But
I
I
know,
think
but I
okay.
don't care what-
Can
if
I
it
just
is
say
or
something
not.
that I think he's
I
at
don't
that
care.
stage because I can relate a little bit to where I'm a little cold-hearted in that sense too.
But I'm not. I don't feel I'm cold-hearted.
Oh, well, let me
That's
finish my
cold-hearted.
thought. Let me finish my thought. That we don't care enough about how, like, I understand that's how you feel, but I have my own feelings. I'm sorry, but that's just, I can't cater to your feelings right now. That's just how I see it. I don't know if that sounds like something that you're saying. Like, I'm sorry, I understand, whatever, you got your feelings, but there's, like, I have a whole life over here going, like,
This is how it's gonna be. Nobody's gonna fuck with my peace.
there you go.
I won't allow it.
That's how I feel.
That's
right
Nobody's
different.
fucking with
That's
my
different
peace.
than the statement you made when you're saying, I'm not going to argue, because you can have a disagreement and we have different views on what it is. You might feel like that might be in that way is very small to you. But to me, it might be very large to me. So it's not really to say that I'm not going to validate how you feel about it, but sometimes it's come to that balance of really seeing what the other person is. Not that you have to actually care. I'm not saying that, but to a degree, you got to have some understanding because.
Yeah, I'll have understanding because I own a business, so I'm going to be logical about things. Like that you have to do certain things or your business is going to not survive. So I look at it as like that. Like, is this something that's worth arguing about? Like, I will understand if it's a big problem for them. Okay, it's a big problem for you. Cool. Now let's talk about why. Or you just want to be crazy. It's time for you to go. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like I'm not gonna sit there and do this shit
His
with you.
cutoff game.
Yeah,
You
it's
said
like
type shit.
It's time. It's time for you to go. Like I ain't gonna play this.
His cutoff game is strong.
Like I literally did that. I said you got to get the fuck out of my truck. It's time for you to go.
Wait,
Like-
you made her walk from where you was at?
Well, I made her Uber from
You
my
put her on the
spot
blade.
before. I made her Uber. I said, "Get the fuck out." She tried to bring up my kids. I said, "The fuck are you talking about?" I said, "You know what?
Oh, yeah, no, that's-
there is no
that's
more
grounds for
argument.
dismissal for
Get your
sure.
bag. Get your fucking bag. Put it outside my
Have you
porch."
talked to her since?
No, I have not, dude. It was.
She hasn't apologized or
She
nothing?
did try to call twice, but I was like, "Nah."
She's trying to apologize.
No. She actually was trying to be like, "You made me Uber." Yeah. Fuck. So, like, what's your point?
Keep my kid's name out your mouth.
I took her bag out, put it on my porch, locked my door, walked back in, took a shower, chilled. I didn't even care that she was outside. Like, I don't care how long you're outside. I don't give a fuck. I'm like living, dude. I'm telling you, I it's not that I'm like mean, no feelings.
Think you
It's
have
like you're not
PTSD.
gonna fuck up my peace anymore. Like, I argued for 14 years. I'll be damned if I'm gonna do that shit again. Like, I am not gonna
I
be
feel
arguing.
the same way. Like I compromised my peace for I'm a serial dater, like I said earlier. Like I feel like I'm always in a relationship. So with that comes a lot of compromise. Comes a lot of, oh well, so and so feels this type of way, so let me change this up and do this way. Well, maybe it's just that I've had enough of that for a minute. That I'm just like, you know what?
So do you think it's better for you to just
At
have an
this
open
moment,
relationship?
No, at this moment, I feel like I don't want to be a bad person to anybody. Like, I don't like being a bad person. I'm not a bad person. So right now, I understand that being in a relationship involves me having a certain type of restriction and compromise to my life. So I'm not willing to do that right now. So until then, I feel like I don't make a good candidate for anyone.
She
Does that
said,
make
"Take me
sense?
off the shelves." There we go.
I'm not even in the run right now. How's that?
It's kind of weird because like before, like the last few, like I want to say a couple months, I'm just like, I'm just so worried about like this place, like doing not worried, but in a sense, focused.
This is where your focus is at.
I'm focused.
I know what you meant.
This thing is to blow up. I need to get shit done, and I'm gonna have fun while I'm doing it. Like
How was the first quarter for you here?
it started going up. Yeah, I started doing better, and this last
We're in the second quarter now, right?
yeah, we still weren't good, but we were doing better. This last like 3 weeks have completely dramatically jumped.
Okay.
So I'm hoping
like
to
that.
keep it like that. You know what I mean? And keep rolling because I need more cameras in this bitch. You know what I mean?
So what do you do to make sure that everything is going on the upward?
on my business side,
Mm-hmm.
I just keep hitting customers. I keep hitting them. I keep wheeling dealing. Like, hey, bring me more work. I'm always on the road, like going to my customers and talking to them.
Marketing and everything.
Yeah. And then but it's basically just keeping relationships cool, and then bringing us
That's
more
important.
work. So
Networks and relationships
yeah,
is very
yeah.
important in your business.
Yeah, so
Extremely.
I'm just focused, dude. And then honestly, I'll be honest with you too. I'll be sure. Them right here, JV Media, they have brought in a lot of fucking they took a lot off my plate.
That man has helped me out with my
Dude.
stuff. I called him one night. He didn't know who the hell was calling him. I was like, "Hey, I need you right now."
Shout out to Vernice and John, man. Like,
Oh, he was out doing something with the family. He's like, "I got you. Let me walk you through this."
Dude.
He made sure I was straight.
they had taken a lot off my plate, and it's refreshing to feel like, damn, I don't gotta do everything anymore. Like shit.
When I say that is probably one of the greatest feelings you can have in being a business owner is not having to carry the weight of all 18 positions of whatever may be involved in what you're doing.
Yes, dude.
That feeling is indescribable.
Because it's a team thing.
Yeah, and then she came in, bringing in more guests, helping me go after brands. Like, it's good to know that because you can actually have people that say they're going to do that all day long. Me and John were just talking about this. People will say they're going to do this all day long, and they don't fucking do it. It's just all talk.
Which is why we end up doing it ourselves.
Yeah. So when it's good, like when they keep being consistent and they're on their game, and then we went networking on Thursday and got and talked to some tequila brands and all that, and dude, like there's so much coming. There's so
Not
much
just
coming.
that, but we realized the importance of getting out. I mean, this whole pod is on the IE community. Like, let's let the IE see who we are, you know, a little bit. Let's get ourselves out there a little bit. Go mingle. Go, you know, rub elbows with the right people. That's what we did. That was pretty fun, too, because it was cool people.
Yeah.
We ran into Manny Tapia.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I don't think people realize when you're trying to build not even say trying, when you're building a brand, when you're building whatever you have, how important it is to be out there shaking hands and rubbing shoulders and doing those things that need to be done so people actually can visually see who
Is
they're
that what it
talking
was,
to that's behind the
rubbing
brand. It's important.
I know something.
Hey, John. Hey, since we're doing this anyways, we might as well try to get the camera angles the best we can. I kind of think this one needs to come down a little bit. They do, huh? You can mess with them while we're live, dude.
I have to like get behind you and all this stuff.
Yeah, do it. Just do it. We might as well do it now.
He said he don't want to be on camera.
Or you don't got no guests. And we could just keep talking.
Easy.
Hey, I've literally seen Fresh and Fit do this. Like it's not a big deal. They'll be live and they're like having their guys fix their shit. Like they're the biggest people in the game, dude. You know what I mean? Like we're good.
That's what it's about, getting it done.
Yeah.
You might have to get up
Yeah, no, I know.
behind you.
You got to get this one then?
All of them.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll move real quick. Just keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You got it? All right. No, but overall, so are you coming this weekend? What are you gonna do?
I want to go.
So I can make sure I got a space for you.
I got my
For Howls
kids.
over
What-
Baaz.
So what time? What time?
If
was
he
that
can't
again?
go, I'll show up in Howls Over Baz's name. If that's okay.
Yeah. So
you can bring a few people too.
Yeah, I can represent.
yeah, I have my.
Maybe see if Mel wants to come.
So on Sunday, my daughter has.
Maybe
a cheer-
Vernice. Vernice, you want to go?
Yeah. So my daughter has a cheerleading competition. So depending on what time it's over and all that, and
Where's the competition at?
it's in Fullerton.
You're not coming.
It's far.
You're not coming.
So I got to see what time and all that stuff, and how long we're gonna be there, and it's actually her last one for the season.
Do you even know what time it starts?
I think it starts like at 9, something
You'll
like
be there
that.
till at least about 3 or 4.
And there's a lot of there's people coming from all the way from Stockton. Like they're coming from all over the place to go there. And they're actually getting first place like the last 3 times.
That's good.
So, yeah.
That's super cool, actually.
Yeah, so I'll see though. I'm going to see. You know I always try. I even brought my kids.
Why don't
that
you send
time.
your brother out, man?
Dude, he don't go nowhere anymore. He literally does nothing. Like at all.
Really?
He's an old man, dude. He literally acts like an old man. He don't want to go nowhere.
Okay.
He thought you were here earlier because I told him you were coming. And he tried to come in here a few times, but you weren't here yet. It was
you
way
told-
before
you
we
told him to
started.
stay.
I know.
I have not seen your brother in. Yeah. It's been since I was cutting you guys' hair over.
Oh, that's how long it's
That's the
been.
last time I seen your brother.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a minute. Unless I'm missing somewhere, but it's been a minute.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Okay.
So why don't we get into you a little more, Kat?
I'm just kidding. What do you want to know?
Well, let the people know who you are.
I'm a
like-
mom. I think I'm a mom. A lot of people don't know
think
that.
you're a mom?
No, I think a lot of people don't
Oh, okay.
realize I'm a mom. But I'm a mom.
Watch your
I
head.
have 3 kids. My kids are going through milestones this year. So my 15-year-old did prom because she's graduating early.
Oh.
And my middle son just turned 13. So
Wait, your daughter's graduating at 15?
she's graduating at 16 next year.
Dope.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
was so proud of her.
Dope.
But yeah, so I'm a mom. I've been doing a lot of just like how we were saying earlier, when I first started, I was doing OnlyFans. I had like like how we're saying, like, okay, we're like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And now that everybody's looking, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? You know? So I was going through this little transition of like changing, shaking off the like OnlyFans girl to be a little bit more than that.
You got to turn the TV off.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, exactly, Kendrick. Yeah, had to rebrand myself real quick. Totally grateful to the pod for that.
Right, we were
that was a big
debating.
help on that.
Yeah, we were debating back and forth. Me and her were going at it on one of the DNRs, like debating, huh?
You know, and it's so crazy because I came across one of the clips today or yesterday. One of the clips was a DNR when he was saying something about how when you go out with your friends and you're in a relationship, how that can make the man think that like, oh, fuck it then. If you're still out there and you want to go be yourself, then you said something like, they're not going to say anything, but they're going to go out and fuck around.
So this is what it is. And then we'll get into this too.
And I get it now, though.
Yeah.
I think before, when we did the pod,
but the thing
I
is-
was like, well, fuck that. Nah, we just want to go out and show our outfits. No, I get that now. I get it.
They want to be seen. They
I
want
get
validation.
it now. That's why at the time my boyfriend was bothered because he thought the same thing. He felt it was wrong. He was bothered. I guess now that I see it from a different perspective, yeah, it's wrong. Like I wouldn't want my man out there doing the thing, you know. But right now, at this point in my life, I think that calls for me to be out there a little bit, like, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It calls to be turned off. But I get it now, though. Yes, that kind of respect is due in a relationship. So
Well, especially like dudes that are doing things with their lives. They're successful. They are building things. They kind of we see. I'm sorry, this is like not disrespectful, but entrepreneurs see the world differently. It's almost like when you own a business, like you're even when you first started, you're so naive. Thinking,
They're geniuses.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like you think that you think that you know so much, and then you start the business, and you're like, holy fucking shit, I don't know nothing, and you have to learn it all. It's like another set of eyelids opened up, and now you can see more. So when we deal with women, you're like, dude. I kind of look at women as like I do my business. Like I'm not gonna build my foundation on rocky ground.
Yeah.
It needs to be solid. So if I'm gonna like deal with a woman, like she better. I mean, let's just be honest. She better get in line, or I'm out. Like it's that simple.
So you have a line right now.
No, she better get in line. Like be,
okay.
Get her shit straight.
Like, because the thing is, like, and it all comes down to boundaries. Like, you just gotta set boundaries. Like I'm not talking about like don't do this, don't do that. But the thing is, if you can see how I move, and you better figure it out, because I gotta figure. We have no choice but to figure the girls out we want to date. Correct? For men have to like look at the women like, okay, if we want to date this woman or be with this woman, we got to figure out what she likes, what she wants to do, all that kind of stuff to attract her, right? But a woman don't try to figure out no man. They're usually just like, I'm hot.
A lot of women
I
don't even
don't
ask
know about
questions.
that.
A lot of women don't even ask questions.
Really?
This is statistics wise. This is all over.
Wow, no wonder I stand apart from the rest.
So a lot of women don't try to figure out what that
That's
man
crazy.
likes.
What are you girls doing out there?
A lot of women don't even ask questions.
Damn,
No,
y'all
no.
don't ask questions. Y'all don't
But
get fucking birthday gifts. Y'all don't
The
fucking,
detailed
nah.
questions.
Damn.
They don't really ask them.
But so the men like that are, I feel like that have businesses
That's
and are
craziness.
doing things with their life, they're more like, why am I gonna even? Why should I have to explain this shit to you? If you don't know, then a lot of times you probably do know. You know I'm not gonna like that shit, but you're doing it anyway. So guess what? Like this is how I was thinking. I'm not doing this now.
Questions. That's why she's married.
Most dudes are gonna be low key. Just what I'm just saying. Most dudes are gonna be low key fucking somebody else. Like as soon as they see, and a lot of people are not gonna say this because they don't want to give their shit up. But behind closed doors, like if
Somebody
let's say
said
me,
you're speaking facts.
say me and him were talking, right? And you're like, yeah, I'm smashing you, da 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 da. And
Do you know the
we're not gonna
flyers?
say, hey, if you don't follow my fucking lead, I'm gonna fuck somebody else. Why would we say that? We still want to smash you when we want. So we're just gonna do our thing behind.
Why
each
would you
other's
not
back.
say it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying no. Why
well,
would
now,
you not say
but
it?
I'm saying most dudes are not gonna say that. Most dudes aren't
I
gonna say
concur.
that. Yeah, that's the
But it's
thing.
some stupid shit though, huh?
No, it's real because women are probably worse than men now. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's real
there's
shit.
I know girls that are like, like guys nowadays.
I mean, at
Like,
one
I
point,
mean,
women were very
We were the ones
particular
cheating.
about who they would deal with. Now you got women who go fuck homeboy today, then fuck the other homeboy, then
Yeah.
go back home to their dude, all in the same day. They'll do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, damn, y'all, it's bad.
yeah, that's the same way how I feel now in the dating world about men though. Like, damn, it's bad. Like, That's
Everything
crazy.
is bad.
Well, the reason why it's bad for women is because men are bitches now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are sassy. They act like females.
Yeah,
They get
really though.
roses now.
they got
What the fuck?
purses.
Yeah.
They carry purses now. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you said that shit.
I'm not judging, but
that's so
keep the purses at home.
Yes, give it
Dude.
to your girlfriend.
Dude, we had a girl on here and saying that this guy wanted flowers. Like this guy literally wanted her to bring him flowers.
So okay, so I don't think there's anything wrong with giving a man flowers, but for you to be telling your girl, I don't know. I think women deserve flowers for sure.
Yeah, no.
But if your girl bought you flowers, cool. That's cool. That's a lovely gesture. I take flowers if they were bought for me.
What about chocolate covered strawberries that say that you have the best D ever? Is that
that's cool. I thought
Okay,
that shit was
see?
dope.
Okay,
I was like, all right, that works.
it's not bad. I mean,
Dude,
gifts are good.
just
It
for the
depends on
record,
where
I
you're
didn't give him those.
What the fuck? Well, you gave him to somebody then.
I did.
See, there you go.
at. Okay.
I'm not denying that.
Is that like a thing?
I
then?
do that.
Is that
I
like a
don't
thing then that girls get like do
Well,
that
I don't
shit?
know. I'm a girl that does that. That's why I guess I don't know.
Ever is a strong
To
word
me,
though.
yeah,
Effort
I
is a
make
strong
effort
word.
in my relationships. I don't
Well,
give a
they're sprung
fuck,
at the
you know?
time, so they're gonna say that shit. Hey, what up? Come on in.
No, even
Ever
if
is
it's
a
not
very
true,
strong
say
word.
it.
Damn, she said lie
I
about
always
it.
say, lie to me, bitch. Play me. Like,
So
run
then,
me some
so then,
game,
so then,
move
when
your
you're
own
all
fucking-
done and you're arguing, that's why your dick little. I mean,
No, I don't say stuff like that. Just
Women
I can't
do.
take
We're,
it
we're
back,
getting into
you
some
know?
stuff. We're gonna make
No,
Mel
I don't
bad
know
right
if
now.
it's
We're gonna make Mel bad. I like making Mel bad when we talk about dating relationships.
Oh wait, what happened? What?
She always
This
gets-
was a mini DNR.
I like when you get
I know
bad.
that.
We start talking about it. There's another mic under there, right?
But
Is it hooked up?
Yeah, it's hooked up. It's just the earphones that might not be.
The what?
the headphones.
So, what were you saying though?
Yeah.
Say what happened now?
nah, she was just talking about she gave a guy some chocolates and said he had the best D ever. Chocolate covered strawberries.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
that's
a bad
not what we're
thing?
talking about. We're talking
No.
about
No,
that
nobody
men are
said that was bad.
feminine and that they like
No,
gifts and
nowadays
stuff.
men are real different these days. Very.
Yeah, definitely.
And so are women. So the men are feminine, and a lot of women are just hoes now.
Masculine.
Yeah, hoes. That's different.
I mean, but I really
They
feel
are
like
more
No, right?
man.
Because it's
Survivor. Survival mode. Like.
I feel like society
There's a
has
lot of
made men
different-
the way they are now. Like society has
Oh, yeah.
emasculated men to a large degree, and they made it okay for these men to do these behaviors that aren't men like.
And vice versa.
And
I
for
mean, the
women
same thing
to
for
do
women.
behaviors.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I'm not
I-
a biased person. I can speak what it is and what I see.
I think though that men it's a man's fault because they started acting like bitches, like girls.
Because they've been allowed to.
Yeah, it's like, dude, who was raising these people like to act like little bitches?
Grandma.
It's a tough
Oh.
one. It's a tough one because now
There's no men there.
Raised
Because
by
now-
moms, single moms, mama's boys.
They're,
I don't know.
They're coddled. A lot of the men have been
Mm-hmm.
coddled, and they've been okay to do certain things. They're told it's okay when nobody's saying, don't do that shit. There's nobody
But
telling
you
them
see,
that.
that's where I gotta come in because I'm a single mom, right? And I'm raising my son,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a tough ass. So I tell him like, "Hey, that shit ain't cool, fool. Like, you better man the fuck up." Like, I
But
tell
there's
my
a
son
there's a
that, you know
fine
what I
line in
mean?
that too.
Yeah, I
There's
feel
a
like
fine
age
line.
Of course,
appropriate.
but I don't think that saying that you know just generalizing, and that's something that just hits a soft spot in me then because I am a single mom with my kids, and I don't like to say that they're coddled or that they are like they're mama's boys, but shit, they got a tough ass mom, and
Yeah.
I do what I can to be that. I'm in my masculine a lot because of I have
But
boys.
you should never because you have boys. You should never have to be in your masculine
But-
because there's things that you can give your boys that only a man can.
I think that's just because I'm in survival mode that part comes out, but because of it, I'm able to see things on the two sides and be like, hey, you know what?
But survival mode does not equate to masculine.
And it does in my world. I don't know.
It shouldn't have to. But it should
But
never have
I mean,
to.
when you're a single parent,
Well,
like she
just
said,
because that's what society calls it. Just because I'm being tough, now I'm masculine. That's just, I guess maybe
But-
I'm going by those standards.
But
you know
you-
what I mean?
but you're speaking it onto yourself and you're accepting it. And as a woman,
oh,
you
there
should
you
never.
go calling me out on
No,
something.
he's
No,
making
as-
sense, though.
yeah.
As a woman,
all right.
as a woman, you should never have to step into a level of masculinity. You should always be able to be in your feminine aspect as a woman and still be able to set your kids straight and whatever has to be done.
Boom.
You should be able to do that
Yeah.
and not say I'm being masculine. No, you're not being masculine.
Well, maybe that's just what the society calls it, but in my head, I'm not doing it that
Society
way.
don't run
for
your
me-
household.
So for me, okay, so
doesn't.
I
It
can't
doesn't.
relate
Hey,
because
hey, Marquis, on point.
I am a single mom, a single parent, but my kids also have their dad in their life as well too. But however, the way he runs things is a little different than I would. So for me, I would say like, yeah, I have to be the mom and the dad, even though I'm not a man. But my kid's dad coddles him. Like he's the type. Yeah, he tells him like certain things about like suppressing your emotions and all that stuff. but like he doesn't give him space to like go to him for things. Like as
But you
far
can
as
never be the mom and the dad though.
I'm not a man, but I can teach him
There's
certain
no
things.
but.
Oh
There's
my
no-
God,
there's no
what is
but.
your place in your children's lives? Because you're very
I'm-
hard on that. And
I'm very-
I'm like,
no, so-
dude.
But,
so
but,
look
but
at-
he's speaking facts.
No,
he's
yeah,
speaking
I mean,
real.
So
I get it.
In reality, you're a woman, you're a woman, you're a man, I'm a man. I can never be a woman no matter how hard I try. If that's what I tried. I can never take the role
No.
of a mother because you guys have mothers are nurturers.
right.
Fathers are protectors. So there's two different roles
But
that
if
we
you
have.
had your daughter all the time with you 24/7, you would be forced to tap into that at
Nah,
some
fuck
point.
no.
No,
I ain't
so-
tapping into
so-
no female
You have
thing.
your
no,
baby's
no,
mom in your
she's
life.
right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, but I'm
she's
not
right
gonna
about
force-
But
that.
she's active in your child's
But
life.
I'm not gonna force my.
But we're not talking about
I know,
it.
but hold on, shut
What
up.
I'm
You're
saying
right.
is-
I'm
in
not
that.
gonna force myself
What
to
I'm
be
saying is
feminine to my
not
daughter.
obviously I'm not a man, but what I'm saying he doesn't give him the space to go to him as a father figure to talk to him about certain things. So then I have to play the role with both of my kids too, as far as being that strong one, the soft one. You have different roles,
So,
and that's what I mean. That's what I'm going to.
I think the reason why I said what I said because as a man, as a woman react majority of the time off their emotions. That's what women do.
Right.
Men react from a logical aspect. You can never teach a boy, and I can never teach a girl the opposite of what it is to react in certain situations. Certain jobs are made for that man or that mother. It's made for that in certain aspects. So
Biologically.
I would never say I'm the mother and I'm the father because I'm not. I can't do. Even though me and my kid's mom, we're not the best of friends. I would never try to step into the role of what she able to do. I may not agree with what she does, but I can never be a mother. I don't care how hard I try.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around it. But
I agree.
I will never not give my son whatever I can.
Well, of course,
No,
fill
nobody's
that
saying
gap.
supposed to. You're
And I'm
supposed to.
talking
Yeah,
about
but
some.
nobody's
I'm,
saying
and I'm
that.
talking about from my standpoint where I really am just the mom and the dad. You guys all have your partners around putting their 2 cents into shit. I'm
but that
talking
doesn't
about
always
from a
necessarily
real
mean-
single mom.
No, you're giving everything to your kids as
the
a
best
mother.
the best I
The best
can.
you
Yeah.
to
So
the best of your
but what I'm
abilities.
saying is that like I would like it's I lost my train of thought, but what I'm trying to say is that when you are literally both mom and dad, it's different than
There's
when
no
you
way
guys
possible you
I
can
know,
do
than
that.
but
when you guys are
exact-
doing
ta-
it with sharing it. You
I-
know,
I get what
I
you're
get what
saying.
you're
So you
saying.
said-
You're talking about like technically. I'm talking about like I do what I can every day on like 24/7.
So you're in overdrive.
I
to being a
have
mother.
to fill in the gap that my baby's dad doesn't. I'm gonna have the sex talk with my son. I'm gonna show him how to change a tire. Like it is what it is, you know. So even though I'm not a man and I can never be his dad, I'm gonna do what I can to fill in those gaps.
What you
'Cause if
are,
I don't,
what you
who
are is a
will?
dope ass mom.
That's what it
you
is.
are. You're a
It's-
dope ass mother.
Mother. That's
That's what you are.
That's what he's saying. It's like-
You're an amazing mom, is what you are.
Yes.
Amazing at what you do, and nobody can take that from you. No one. But you cannot be an amazing mother and an amazing father.
you're
You're an
mother.
amazing mom
Well,
for damn
physically
sure.
I can't.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I'm
I
stubborn.
feel like
It's
I'm on the
biology,
same side
though.
with you too,
Yeah, I
because
know, I
like
know what you're
I'm very
saying.
open-minded.
I understand what you're
so
saying. I'm just stubborn, dude.
You have to see things in different perspectives, right? When you're teaching your kids, you raise them, accordingly, age appropriate. You teach them things in the stages that they go through. So when I'm saying like, oh, mom and dad, it's not physically I'm not a man, no, but I can mentally train them and teach them
No, you can't.
different ways.
No,
yes,
you
I
can't.
can.
No,
I
you-
know they're getting on my
you
nerves.
can't.
How
You
can-
can't.
how
Listen,
can't
listen.
you?
I say-
You
I said you
cannot
can't
train a
because-
man to be a man. You don't have a man's mind.
Do you have
It's
my mentality as a
impossible.
man? Do you have?
It's
do
impossible.
you have my mentality as a man?
Somewhat.
You do?
No,
Are
you
you
do not.
sure you have my mentality as a man? You cannot give nobody
There's
the
no
mentality
way.
of a man because you have the mentality of a woman.
It's impossible.
So it's
You could
impossible to
think
get
that
that.
all day
Experience.
long.
That's
Experience.
Experience.
Yeah.
You don't know
Do you
me.
see the DNRs we talk about? We have completely different opinions. You do not think like a man at all. You think like a
But you-
woman.
but your
and it is what
But
it
you
is.
have-
I can think like
I
a
can
man.
understand
can't.
I
your
can
perspective.
understand the way you guys think.
I can
No, you
understand
don't.
your
Yes, I
perspective,
do.
although I
If
don't
you-
agree with it or
But
think
your-
that same way
but your
myself.
experiences that you have, your experiences are from the
We-
perspective of a woman.
That's like us
you're looking
saying,
through the lens of a woman.
I
At
can
what's
think
happening.
like a woman. Like no, just because we can see how the way you guys act, we could say, oh, I'm not gonna say I can think like a woman. Like I'm not gonna sit there and think like a woman. Why would I want to think like be a
Your
woman?
lens and your scope is that of a woman coming from behind there, inside of you. You're looking at everything from a woman's perspective. Now you do see things. You see things that certain men do. Well, my son should know that, so I'll make sure he knows that because you pick up on some of the things for sure.
Right.
But the way you view things, is from a woman 175%.
Boom.
Because
Well, no shit, because we're women.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But that's the point he's making.
you don't have the
That's what
mentality of a
I
man.
mean. Some men don't have the ability to tap into the women's perspective the way women can tap into the men's perspective, though. Like you guys have a really hard time accepting shit. We can actually like shut up and.
Oh
accept
my
when
God, that's
Show
the
me a woman that
complete
can shut up.
opposite.
I
You
just
guys
shut up. I literally just shut up right now to let you guys finish yapping because you guys are like, comadres.
And then when they start talking,
Everybody-
that's what
that
happens.
just shows
everybody in
my
the chat is
willpower.
agreeing with us.
But that just shows, and that's fine. They can agree with you.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that it's my perspective. I can see where you guys are coming from. I'm not a man though, duh.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you-
an
but you-
idiot.
but you guys
and
are
I'm
the
very
one-
in tuned woman,
Yeah,
so
but-
I
but
can
you-
see both
But
sides.
you guys
of
are the ones
of this.
saying that you are. We're not
I
saying
said
that.
when it I didn't say that I was like a man when it related to in a relationship, guys. I was saying that I'm like a man when I have to be for my children. You guys just took it out of context and started running with that shit.
No, because that's a
But
thing.
y'all
That's,
can kiss my ass.
no, but that's literally things that's always said.
Take
you wish
that
your-
for emotions, Marquise.
Do you wish your other
That's what I'm
homegirls?
saying.
Do you wish your other homegirls happy Mother's Day? I mean, happy Father's Day when it's Father's Day. Oh,
I wish
okay.
myself one.
See that that's not it.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think. With all due
You know what?
respect.
I saw a man put on his story "Happy Mother's Day" to the single dads out there too.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's whack as hell,
That's crazy as
but
hell.
it's different perspectives. Like
Fuck a
his
perspective.
lifestyle-
Whatever I post on my stories is none of your business.
That's
No,
why
but
this world's
you're
all
sharing it
fucked up
publicly,
from these
so it's
dumbass
everyone-
perspectives.
No,
There's
and-
only reality.
And even in that situation, that man can never be a mother. I don't care. I know a lot of single fathers. I know a lot that have custody of their kids. You can never be. There's things
Can
that
never
those,
be a mother
there's
to
things
them.
that my daughter needs that I will never be able to give her. There are. There's things that I will be able to give her, but as a father, I can never give her what a woman can give her. I just can't. I don't care how hard I tap into what you women think. There's certain things I can never give my daughter because I'm not a woman.
That's
you guys
real.
can give her that. I can't. So if her mother is active or not,
between men and women.
Yeah, I think that because
No.
honestly, like I'm very good at like reading people. Not only just reading people, I've been through a lot, so I know different sides of the.
Okay,
of the
just
spectrum.
because you know
Guys.
different sides don't mean you're a man, though.
I'm
Like,
just done
I'm
arguing.
not
You know what I'm
saying
saying? I know, but
I am
that's-
a man.
but
You
that's
guys
what
are,
he's
you're
trying
the
to
ones that keep
explain.
bringing it down to physicality. I'm not.
No,
I
but
already said
I'm not physical with it.
a man.
I'm
It's
more mental
mental
with
And
it.
I'm
I'm more
saying the
mental
same
with it.
thing. People go through different life experiences, and you grow and you understand
Hey,
how
so
people
do you
work.
guys want to win right now? Is that
So
what's
it's not
happening?
just a
No,
male.
it's not about
and
winning. It's
women.
about being
It's
like
not
living
just a
in
male or
We gotta
female's
live in
perspective.
reality.
It's just in general. Like if
win.
your life experiences, you go through certain things. People, if you really tap into like, oh shit, like you really want to know how people think, you can do it.
Let me ask you this: if you tap into how a whale lives, could you be a whale?
Physically, no.
Because you know how
Oh
they
my
live.
God, why-
Physically,
I know,
no.
it's just
But I could probably speak
No.
like a whale.
That's what I'm saying. I just thought
Physically, no.
You're never gonna win with these girls. Dude. It's not gonna happen.
It's just a question because
Like,
if,
just
if you
answer
know
it.
how a whale eats, if you know whatever happens, could you teach another whale how to survive?
Teach?
Yeah.
There's
Oh
instructors
my
all the
God!
time.
Get the fuck out of here.
They don't
Aren't there
teach
instructors.
everything they show these animals in the thing. If they put them animals in the
people
wild,
that raise
See,
dolphins
no, hold on, listen,
from
listen, watch
birth.
this. If
And they
watch
show
this.
them how to be
Listen.
dolphins.
With all those animals, when they release them to the wild, they end up dying because everything they learned was not survival instincts. Everything they get from them, everything those animals get from those trainers and stuff is in that realm.
So
Once
you
they release
follow
them to the
their story.
wild,
Okay. let me say something. If a man, okay, a man can't even think the way you're thinking right now, because a man can't
He
even.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want
No, no. What happens? They're not going to be business owners. Those motherfuckers are not going to be doing anything on a high level. They're going to be motherfuckers that are, whatever. They're doing other shit. Okay, like they're doing other shit. That's why they're at the level they're at. People like there's certain people that have to live in reality. Like they have no choice. That they live in reality because they have to build things. They're doing whatever they got to do, right? But if a guy has to,
That would
thinks
be a
like
one-track mind. That would be someone that's one-track minded.
No, it's,
like if you're
it's
focused
reality.
on one thing.
It's reality. They live in reality for a reason.
No.
is different then.
Yeah.
There's only one reality.
Is
That's why when they always
there?
go,
Is there?
I'm
It's
going to
all about-
speak
There's a
my
red pill and a
truth.
blue pill. Which one?
there's one reality, but there's a lot of different perspectives. There's
Yeah,
one reality with a lot of
exactly
different
what I'm saying,
perspectives.
But there's still a reality. Like, okay, look, if I don't pay this bill, this light's going to be turned off. It's just the way it is. Like you have to pay the bill. Oh, maybe I could do this or that or whatever the case is to try to make sure that light doesn't get turned off.
Strip.
But the fact is,
Yeah.
you
There's
got to
other
pay
ways
that
to
bill.
make the money to pay it. I mean,
No,
I don't
nobody
understand
said
what you
that.
mean.
I didn't say that. I said the bill still has to be paid.
Of
the end
course.
result.
Yo, why by sitting or standing? No mames, güey.
I mean, at the end of it all, like everybody's views is valid for sure. I'm just a firm believer that there are certain things that only a man can give any of their children.
I
There's only
believe
certain
that
things
too,
that a
though.
woman can only give their children, whether it's a boy or a girl. Like you can teach your boys, I can teach my daughters, but there's only so much that I can give them coming from a male perspective because I don't have the experiences that women have. I don't have periods. I don't have certain things. I can teach her what to do, but I don't know the experience. I don't know how to comfort the way you women would know how to comfort
All
certain
right,
things.
so let me ask
You
you,
know,
guys
there's-
something. Let me be productive here. All right. So as
said
a
we're not being
mom
productive.
with somebody, yeah, why not? Why not fucking pick your guys' stupid man brains? Okay. So I'm a
Hey, I
single
love
mom.
having you here today. Like,
I'm a
finally.
single
Fuck.
mom of my kids, right? So two of them are boys. One of them has autism, so let's just talk about the younger one, right? So is there a productive way to fill in the gap as a single mom? Because obviously
Yes.
there are things that I'm not gonna be able to do for him in that aspect. So what are some ways that single moms, because I want to sock you guys in the nuts every time you guys call my son soft and you don't even know him, because you guys want to just base it on the fact that he has just me as a mom, and I hate
Nobody
that because
said
it's
that
not
right now.
just you guys. It's
No,
not
I-
just you
no,
guys.
I know she
It's a
generalizing.
societal-
She's generalizing.
It's I've
Don't
heard
take
it
it
from,
personal.
I've heard it from a lot of men, and I want to punch all of you guys the same way. So it's just because
say those guys.
I want to punch all those people who think that, I want to punch them in the nuts, because it's not that they're wrong. It just hurts my feelings. So what is there that moms like that can do to prevent that stigma from continuing?
What I would say for your son, I would say there's
and for
mentoring
you
programs.
guys, please be cautious when saying that around other moms, because that shit hurts our feelings.
Well, no. See,
I
but-
know you guys didn't say
I don't
that
ever
right
call
now.
nobody soft
I'm not
because
talking about you
you
guys
never
in
know
this
somebody's
moment. I'm saying
situation. You
moving
never know
forward in
somebody's
the
true
future,
situation. So certain
So-
things,
so-
I'm one who watches my words for sure.
Yeah.
I'm petty as hell and I'm rude, but I watch my words still, especially with women.
Okay,
But-
so let's talk.
so
about
let him
that,
go
though.
first,
Let's
and
be
then I'll
deep.
go. Go. You
So
go.
to answer that, I would honestly say there's mentorship programs. There's mentors. They have certain fraternities, certain things like that have big brother programs. They have different programs that would work out for the kids. You have karate. You have certain sports. There's different things that the kids can be in, from wrestling to baseball. And some of these coaches,
Jiu-jitsu, MMA, like
some of these coaches and some of these men are real genuine with how they put their time in with these young men, especially when they see some of these young men come from a home with just a mother.
yeah.
So, and some of that time will fall on you to have some of those conversations like, hey, coach, this is what's going on. Can you assist me with this? Be mindful, because some men will take advantage of that.
And
But
in
you gotta be
in
mindful.
my situation, you just said sports. In my situation, my kid's not into sports. He likes editing and taking videos and doing other stuff. Theater.
He could be on that. He could be here. He could be on that side over there watching and learning.
Yeah, like for sure, the mentorship programs.
So
like you
those
said, I
things-
didn't even
those
know were a
things help.
thing. Like, you know what I'm
So
saying?
those things help. Like you said, he's in the editing.
He
I
loves
edit.
that
They're
shit.
over there doing what they're doing. So there's people that's around you.
That's
you
why
gotta
I
utilize
got
your
into
resources.
this. That's actually why I love that I'm into this for my kids, so they can see that there's more to entertainment than just being in the eye.
Now you start utilizing your resources and use what's around you. If that's what he likes, bring him on sometimes. Let him sit on that side and learn what he can learn. And then at a certain point, you start buying him what you can buy him so he can start doing things on his own.
So I would say like.
But is that gonna teach him how to be a man?
That is being a man. I mean,
Well,
there's different levels of whatever
there's
you have
levels
to do.
of that what he needs to do. So like at the beginning, you have to obviously be the best mom you can be, and just from talking to you, I know you are. Right,
I
you're
try.
you're putting in work. I see what you're doing. We're talking. I see how you do that. Right, but even just like he was saying, programs, and I still think it's important to put your kid, even if it's just for a little while, even if they don't like playing sports. To me, my son didn't like it. I put him in anyways. He's learning team camaraderie. He's dealing with other
Discipline.
boys his age. He's learning discipline, and I still put him in that. I put him in MMA. I put him in jiu-jitsu. I have him in wrestling. I have him in a bunch of different things.
Your hair looks pretty.
But you have to do it where you understand, like what he was saying is you're a woman still. You can't teach him how to be a man. Only other men can teach him how to be a man. So
The
push
right
him
man.
up to-
so
the
you
right
can still
man.
you can still be the best mom possible. Nobody's saying that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of women want to take that the wrong way. Just
I
because
did.
just because you're
Sorry.
just because you're being the best.
But you know what? Some of it is our fault sometimes too. And
I
I'm
did, but I hope
gonna
it
be
brought
real with that.
perspective
Why?
to
Because how
people
we
if they
say
watch
it?
back.
Yeah, because
you know?
sometimes we got to know who we're dealing with, and how we say certain things can be perceived. It can be perceived a certain
triggering,
way.
I guess.
but how I look at things,
I'm okay.
I don't really give a fuck about sugarcoating stuff. Like if people take it, they got to take it a certain way. It's on them. I mean, today I feel like the problem with a lot of things that's going on in society, people don't like to hear the fucking truth directly.
completely.
It's like, why do I have
Completely.
to fucking sugarcoat shit?
But it's not always
to make
sugarcoating.
you feel good.
If I tell you
conversation.
right now, yo, bro, that mic is horrible as fuck. Or if I say, hey, bro, can we fix that mic? I said the same thing. I didn't sugarcoat it. I said the same thing 2 different ways.
yeah.
So it's not really sugarcoating. It's all in your
Yeah.
approach and who you're dealing with. You have to learn how to deal with people.
Yeah, yeah.
When
I
you
get
start
that.
seeing
For-
what it is.
as a business too.
So,
and all
so it's
that
not
shit.
always about sugarcoating.
He's right. He's right.
It's
on
about
that.
reading the room. So once you read the room and you see what's going on,
know how to deal with
now
it.
you got to know how to approach it. That's the reality
So
of it.
as a parent, like for me in that situation, like, because I have a son too, like I'm the type of mom that I like to like talk about it. Like if you're going through something, talk to me and I can help you navigate through it. I don't like to just push you off to somebody else. Oh, go to your dad. Because in his dad's, like I said, sometimes his dad thinks completely opposite. And
It happens all the time.
it's a lot, it's like kind of coddling a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I don't want him to be weak either, you know, so that's where I have to step in and I have to give him words of encouragement in a sense to where he can push through his like stuff
Whatever
that he's going through
yeah.
in school or whatever the case may be, sports, because my son is athletic, you know, and he does feel down sometimes, so I have to pick him back up. That's the mothering part, but also I have to show him like, hey, you can still do it. You got to keep going. Let's go. Do this, do that. You know, so you navigating for both sides.
Mm-hmm. It gets tough for damn sure. I mean, you ever hear some of the moms say, I'm going to tell your dad because the father has an authoritative voice that a lot of kids just kind of activate and get on it with. It happens
I'm
sometimes.
gonna tell your
Yeah.
dad, and I'll be like, "What the fuck did I say?" I'll be like, "Bitch."
She said, I'm role playing.
And my thing
Just
is too though,
kidding.
like my great grandma was tough as nails. She was fucking strong as hell. I never met my great grandpa, but I heard he was fucking tough. She was probably one of the toughest people I ever met out of anybody I've known, and she was a woman. But she was so hardcore about being a real woman. To her, that was a real woman. So like if we were to say something to her like, you got to be the dad too, she would completely be like, what the fuck? No, I'm the woman. I'm the mom. I'm the grandma. I'm the woman.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job.
Right.
But she was so tough, dude. Like she wouldn't let any of us get away with shit. She'd be on our ass.
Yeah.
And I look at that as that's a real woman, right? She's a real woman, so we don't have to be
do
that
that
way.
now, like even having to play both roles, you know. But I feel like society too makes
We're not playing both roles. We got one role.
society nowadays. We don't live in the old times back then where the women just did the women duties. And
I
the
don't believe in
man-
gender roles.
and the men,
That's just me. But, yeah.
that's where the blend comes in. Because we're not living in those times anymore.
And then you said earlier,
And
too,
people that were raised like that, they think nowadays
So
that's
you-
how it's supposed to still be, and it's
Traditional
not.
people.
And society doesn't run my house, but society runs the world. And my kids are not going to be in my house 24/7. They're going to be out in the
Right.
world.
So do you agree that those roles were weaker or stronger though? Like what's wrong with those roles?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's not in the times
because those
anymore.
were tough women, tougher than any women I've fucking met today.
There's a lot of tough women right here. Like
Man,
I mean,
no,
nowadays,
toughest women I've ever
You
met.
know what? Honestly, though, from my perspective at all, I think it's sad that we have to call women tough and strong all the time.
Yes.
That's just my personal feeling
I
on
agree.
that.
I completely.
I-
I, don't
I
like to
don't-
be told
I wanna
I'm
be
strong.
soft.
I don't
You're
like
so
the fact
strong.
that you got to tell a woman all the time that she's strong because men and women sometimes
Tired.
you want that moment of vulnerability sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you want to be able to just decompress and be like, I don't want to deal with this right
100%.
now. You don't want to be strength all the fucking time.
And that's
it
the
sucks.
that's
my thoughts.
That's the life that we're living right now.
In
So
my-
we're in. That's I don't know if that's what
but
you consider
are you
masculine.
are you choosing to live that life?
I
because
have no
I
choice.
actually,
Do you?
Well,
That's
I have no choice. How else am I
No,
going to
I'm
be
asking.
my feminine? Yeah, no, I'm not choosing it. I have to.
everything you do in life is a choice to how you're living though.
I think that
Everything.
For
How is
me
it not?
personally, in the relationship that I was in, I felt like I had to constantly say I'm the girl. Like I'm the girl. Like I have to.
In
be,
what you mean, like gender role aspect, or
as
how you
far
were
as,
treated?
like, as far as like, yeah, not really gender roles, but like.
The way you were treated.
Yeah, like the way that the relationship was expected to be carried out as far as feelings goes and like communication.
Did
and
he open the
stuff.
doors for you? Did he do things of those natures?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But then also there were times where like there would just be like a lot of like how we talked about like career stuff, how we have to go do stuff, and then just usually that role is for them, it's usually opposite. It's usually the guy that has to go out to work and the girl complaining about the guy having to do what he has to do. And in this case it was like turned around. So there were
So
a
he
lot
was
of-
at home. So he was a house husband.
he has his own business and he's
Okay.
successful in what he does, but that's his shit. And he was his job is at his place of dwelling. So it's different for me that has to go out and do shit. So the gender roles were switched a lot. And there would be a lot of the times where it may not have been nice, but I would say like, hey, I'm the girl. Like, chill. And
So did he cook any of that?
I probably, if he had to,
If he had to. All right.
because that's a different thing though. Like when you're a single parent, you have to cook. That's what you do. Like
Regardless.
yeah, you have to survive.
Yeah.
But as far as like being like just I don't know. I guess to me, I just didn't like to be like to feel like somebody was bitching at me. Like I feel like that was feminine. That's bad, huh?
So was he bitching or was he trying to communicate and you took it as him bitching?
I think I took it at, I don't know. Probably after a while, I think it was bitching.
Because a lot of
Because
a lot of times if someone says something,
it's like when it's continuously, it kind of turns into bitching.
but maybe he
right?
didn't feel like he was being heard. That's why he continued saying it.
Yeah.
So and then at that point you felt like it was bitching, but he felt like he wasn't being heard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a two-way street.
No, you're right. I can admit when I'm wrong.
So then now you
superpower.
feel like he's playing the role of being a woman because he's nagging. But in
At the
actuality,
moment, that's how I felt. Now, like I said to you guys earlier, now I understand it and I respect it, and now I'm just taking.
so you should
back.
text him and apologize.
I don't need to text. No, it's not that kind
Easy
of party,
there.
honey.
I'm
No,
just playing with you.
We're
I'm
not
just
doing
playing.
toxic shit today. Today we're not doing toxic shit.
All right.
But no. Do I acknowledge it though? Yes. Like I do get it.
I mean, that's the first step to improving is acknowledging where you might have went wrong at.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I get that there are certain levels of respect, like we were talking about earlier. There's certain levels of respect due, certain levels of compromise. But I get that that's what he wants, and I feel like I'm not able to give that to him. So that's that part of it. But away from that, the gender, he probably was trying to communicate to me. And
But you said that.
but that doesn't.
You said that he was successful. That he had his own business. He
has
was
his own
working from home.
business.
So what was making him like on the feminine side, like you were saying?
The nagging.
Why was he from what? What was it nagging about? Like boundaries type shit, or so he wanted to put boundaries on you. Were they like reasonable boundaries? Or
Stop
were
going
they,
outside.
There were reasonable boundaries, but they would hinder my life. Like they're reasonable when you don't have anything going for you. You know what? Does that make sense? They're reasonable when you're just an average Joe, but I see bigger things for myself, and I feel like if you don't see that with me, then we're not on the same page here. Then you know.
Preach.
Well, I mean, because you're already smirking.
No, because I agree with that whole statement.
'Cause
Like,
I mean-
I think that's where a lot of us are at now. It's like we're, on our own journeys, and no one's meeting us in the same lane to support us. Whether male or female, we're not being welcoming to supporting our partner, and that's a lot of the reasons why relationships aren't working. I think.
Well, what about this? Like, this is my thing a lot. I always think, okay, well, is what you're doing right? Like, whatever they have a problem with, would you look at that or is it just something that you want to do? Or is it like, when you look at it, is it something that is right? Like, why is it something that you can't compromise for a relationship? Is it that big of a deal? Like,
no one's asked to compromise.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
No, I know.
I'm talking in general. Like, the issues that, I'm not even talking about anything specific that you're saying, right? In general, let's just say your man doesn't want you going to the club with all your girlfriends all the time, right? And that's you just don't want to compromise. That's what you want to keep doing.
No, you can compromise. I mean, there should be compromise in a relationship.
But
it has to work.
But I
if you
know,
want it to work.
But that's what I'm explaining. Like so if he's creating boundaries on things like that, he doesn't want a bunch of men touching you or dancing
that's
on you or
understandable.
whatever. The
Oh,
case
that's
is.
wild if you like a lot of men touching you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I mean, of
when you go to
course, but
clubs,
that's-
dudes are always going to be trying to rub up on you and stuff like that.
I mean,
That's
as
the
a
way it
woman
is.
or a man, you should be able to shut that down.
But
If
is
people
that
trying to
what
put their
happens?
hands on you or
No.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
So dudes don't try to dance with you at the club.
That's
Huh? No.
psychotic.
Like
I don't
ever.
go
I
to
don't
the
dance.
club.
I don't dance with guys at the
Dude,
club.
Why the
I don't-
fuck
I dance
you
with my-
lying? Why you always lying?
No, and everything.
I promise. I will literally go like this and like chill
Your
like
guys'
with my friends.
perception
Like,
of your
I'm-
girl walking into the club or like her walking in and all
Yeah,
these
I feel
guys
like-
being like, oh,
yeah, literally like a.
Hey,
like
we're
a-
not saying that.
If
We're
I
not
walk
saying
into
that.
a club and a
Shit.
guy touches
We're-
me, I'm gonna deck him in the fucking throat. I'm just saying
Like,
that's just
literally.
me.
I'm not
You
saying
don't-
that.
you don't
I'm
look
just
like that
saying
type.
a dude.
Try touch me when I didn't approve of it, and you find out.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
you know what? I've been told a lot of times that I have like I'm intimidating. I have this intimidating look or this RBF,
That's
right?
Where?
inapproachable.
So you look bad.
Where?
So guys will approach me. No, but when you get to know me, obviously, like I'm a cool ass fucking chick. But if you don't know me off the street, like I don't look like someone that's approachable. So a lot of times when I am out with my friends at the club, at the bar, whatever, no one ever really approaches me unless they come with to talk to my
she goes like
friend.
this.
No, and I don't even do that. I think that's so corny. Like,
She'll be like,
hell no. But if they come and talk to like my friends and stuff, then that's the only way like they'll kind of wiggle their way in. But even then, I'm still kind of standoffish. Like I kind of stay to myself because
Okay,
I see through a lot of bullshit. So
let's talk about it right now since it's on. Then fuck it.
We only
What's
got
on?
a few more minutes
What?
to talk about
Oh,
that.
then never mind.
Just so
Talk
we
about
can.
what?
No, we can do it for a few more minutes because with the other guys gonna be here at 7. You might even be here already, huh?
well, that's what I was looking to see if he messaged me.
Yeah.
No, what I was just gonna say is that it's different when it's your work. Like if you're going out to club with your homegirls, is one thing. But in my situation, it was like, oh, you're going out after work hours, and there's guys there. That's like, dude.
There's gonna be guys
That's a bit
everywhere.
extra because there's guys at your job. So I mean, that's a bit extra
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit extra to
That's
say.
extra.
There's guys there, or there's girls there.
See how there's
Don't
levels?
go.
But it is different if you're in a drinking environment type shit.
There's
Like,
levels.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if that's your job, you got to do what you have to do. Yes, you can compromise and you can kind of cut back a little bit. It's okay to say no sometimes. Like
Like to some
it's
things,
not
if I feel like
a
it's
bad
not-
thing,
Yeah.
you know?
It's different if you're in
No,
a different
I don't look at it
environment.
like
If you
that.
know that your girl or your guy, whichever way it goes, is just a drunk and they get sloppy drunk and they just start doing random shit. That's when it's different. But
Oh, for sure.
you just gotta have some
But that's
control
why
and do what
that's
you're
why
doing.
you got to know who you're dealing with. Like if you think from the get-go like, "Oh, that's how she is." That's a red flag. Like, hello?
why are you with that person?
Yeah.
then?
And over the course of relationships, people change. Things happen that cause people to change.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when those things do start happening, you got to kind of pay attention and try to adjust and have those conversations as you notice
Have
things are
the
changing, for sure.
conversations is key.
On both ends. It's really important for
Key.
sure.
like we were talking about before, though. Like I always look at it as if you don't get it, then I'm not gonna explain it.
You don't have to explain. It's called having a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like I look at it as
He's just spoiled, dog.
nah.
He's not spoiled. He's trying to be a hard ass. And
No, I'm not. This is
Like
this is
his
how,
way or no way.
this is literally how it is. Like a lot of men think like this. A lot of men, but they just don't say it because they do shit low key. So they're gonna
That
be
is
like,
facts, though.
if they look at you and they're like, hey, you should
But I
know
know
better
that,
than this
though.
shit. You should know better than this. So the fact that you don't, I'm gonna go fuck somebody else without
And that's
you even
crazy
knowing.
because that's what I thought my ex was doing, just because based on whatever he thought I was doing. And I know it goes both ways. It's like really like toxic, like back. and
Yeah,
forth
yeah.
type shit,
But there's
you know?
dudes too that like there's dudes too that will still keep smashing until like it runs out. Like I'm just gonna keep smashing until it runs out. Then like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, when it's like, but I look at it.
Eee, that's a hard one to swallow.
Oh, it happens all the time. Like dudes think like
Damn.
this all the time. It's just they don't talk about it on podcasts. I don't give a fuck, so I'm talking about it on the podcast.
But
you know?
I've known
That's how I
that.
look
I mean,
at it.
Yeah, that's
like I
true.
said,
All my
I've
friends
gone
do that
through a
shit.
lot of stuff in my life that you wouldn't even know that I know that already.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So
'cause-
don't you think that if you know that and you're dating somebody and you're like, okay, this dude he's respectful, like the type of dude he is, right?
you're right.
Should I be going to the clubs and stepping out and doing all this stuff while I'm with him? And because he's gonna look if you know he's gonna look
No,
at
you're
you a
gonna-
certain way, and he's like this isn't cool. I don't accept this. But if I mention it to her and she still does it, now I'm gonna go do what I want to do.
But what is it about the club that excites everybody? Because everybody goes. So what's exciting about the club?
I was
Would
just
you
gonna
want
say
your
this
girl in the
other
club
day.
all the time,
I was
though?
gonna say this
You
other
cool
day.
with that?
So
None
it's
of us
not
should be
for
in the club
me.
all the time.
When we were podcasting the last time on the DNR, we said that we like to get dressed up and go out. So in my perspective, if my man doesn't want me to be out by myself with my friends, then he needs to take me out
Or
more because
come
I
with me.
enjoy
I
the whole
literally-
going out,
so-
getting dressed up.
So
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shit.
we just had this conversation about dressing up on my podcast last week and week before last week, and we're talking about just dressing up just to dress up because sometimes we dress up for other people. I don't dress for anybody. I dress because I like to look nice.
Right.
So I don't got to go to. I can get around. I could be around the house. I'm gonna put on a nice shirt and some jeans and go cook. I'm gonna do that because it's what I like doing. I don't got to go there to make somebody
But
else
there's
see me look
different
good.
levels of
But
nice.
it doesn't matter to me.
There's
it's
like,
so-
how am I gonna look with my hoochie dress and my heels?
No, no,
cooking
no.
In the kitchen?
So-
Hell yeah, that'd be dope as
Hey,
hell.
my-
What are you
That's
talking about?
ridiculous.
Like, let's go.
My kids are gonna be like, mom, what
Like,
the fuck,
damn.
mom?
So for me,
I thought you were making dinner.
I have
Like,
a
hey,
dance
there it
background.
is.
I have like all my family. We're all dancers, like hip hop. We were musicians, you know. So we have a lot of that musicality in our background. Like that's in our blood. And so for me, it's not just about going to the club to pick on guys or go look sexy in a fucking half naked dress. It's not even
not about that.
Like I said, I could go to a bar like this and still get hit on, if they were bold enough. You know what I mean? But it's not about that. For me, I like to go dance. I like to just socialize. I like to have fun. If my man wants to do that with me, great. Come with me. Like, I have no shame in my game. It doesn't mean
given
that
that
I'm
up
always
before.
going by myself.
To be in
I'm
other
going with my friends
relationships,
to
and
be
it's
with
not
my
worth
friends. If I'm in a relationship with someone, yes, I will cut back going out by myself with them. But as well, you got to kind of meet me halfway.
What if
Meet
they're
me in
like?
the middle.
But what if they're like, nah? Like I'm on a different
Well,
level
there's somebody
right now.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
if
we
you
gotta cut.
don't even want to learn how to take a salsa class, like that's a problem.
Yeah, that's
Like
different.
I like to travel. I like to go dance.
Hold on,
I like to learn
before we go
different
out, go
things.
ahead and read some of the people in the chat and shout them out. And then we gotta go. We gotta go because the other guest is gonna be here.
Hold on. All I saw was Ronan on there. Ronan was
There's
saying-
shit.
Oh, but do y'all wipe sitting up or standing? There's some guy that was talking
Read
about.
it all. Shout him out though. His name too and everything.
Okay.
If I squat,
NL
I'll be standing.
Baaz,
Wipe.
but can she change a tire herself? No.
yes,
You
I
change-
can.
Yeah, you can change the tire.
yes.
Go to the next one.
Ronan Limos, he says, shit, I was the same way like 3 years ago.
Okay, and then go to the last the last one.
The NL Baaz said, but do y'all wipe? Do y'all, whatever.
Stand wiping.
Yeah, do we sit or stand, dude?
Well, hey, stay tuned. We're gonna be right back, probably in like 10 minutes.
All right,
with the guest. So we'll be right back. How's over bad? Okay, shed the sheep. We'll do shed the sheep. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep.
How's over Baz? I'm Jacob Casas.
Ambition.
Cat baby.
It's Melanie.
And we're out. We'll see you in like 10 minutes.